There's only one thing in this world that money can truly buy. You know what that is? If you do, put it in the comment section. And if not, stick around. You might learn something. Before we answer that question though, I'm going to get into a short history of money. So the first dollar I'm going to go over would be from 1849. Hopefully I got enough space I can put a little photo up here for you. It's an 1849 gold dollar. Just going to skip forward. The next one would be a 1928 Morgan silver dollar. Next one being a 1979 Susan B. Anthony. And the last one just being the dollar bill that we pretty much all know and spend today. The reason I'm showing you these coins, and I'm kind of skipping over this fairly quick, but you'll see my point. In 1849, that dollar was made out of a very small, but it was made out of a very small portion of gold. By 1928, much bigger coin, moved to silver, still a valuable, precious metal. By the time we got to 79, Susan B. Anthony's, don't quote me on this, is it mainly copper with a little bit of nickel, I believe. And then finally you got to the paper dollar. You know, push comes to shove, one could argue that we're not even using paper money that much anymore, thanks to the invention of debt. It's almost just a blip on a computer screen somewhere. The reason I'm pointing this out is I'm showing you the devaluation of the dollar through the last 170 years, I suppose. Could go more, really no point. I think you understand where I'm going with this. And now we'll skip to the question I had for you earlier, which is, what is money? What can you truly buy using money? There's really only one answer to that question, which is your labor or your time. If I needed to buy some firewood, am I actually paying for the wood, or am I paying for the people who went into the woods, cut the tree down, split it up, and sold it to me? If you buy a cell phone, are you buying a cell phone, or are you buying the plastic and the different metals that were taken from the earth for free, put together piece by piece by several people, which is why it would be more expensive than the few people it took to make firewood. An automobile, I could say the same thing. You aren't paying for the metals and the plastics and the rubber and all of that. You're paying for the labor of the people that went into everything it took to create that vehicle. Now, the reason I just showed you how money has changed over the past few years, and the reason I'm explaining what money truly is quite simple. As we see money become worth less, one could argue our time is worth less. As some of you may know, I used to work in manufacturing. I use this as a pretty good example. We built air conditioning compressors all day long. That's all we built, one after another, the same thing over and over and over. It took, I don't know, I think 22, 23 people to run the assembly line that I worked at when I first started. By the time I left that place, it took about 7, because of the machinery that ended up slowly taking our jobs. Now, we can go all day on the back and forth of whether this is good or bad, however you want to look at it. But the point I'm trying to make is the less laborers we need, the less your labor is worth. And I suppose we could kind of be seeing that going on as we speak. As I don't want to get too intricate with my personal thoughts on how this could progress, I just kind of want to make sure people understand that the more technology takes over our responsibilities, the more dependent we become on those that own the machinery. And I think that's probably about as best a place as I can leave this as I can. So if you like this kind of stuff, if you like what I'm trying to put out here, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and if you know of somebody that needs to hear this sort of a message, share it out to them. Might help my channel out a little bit too. Any help is appreciated, and with all of that said, I'm just going to say that I hope everybody's doing well, and as usual, I hope to talk to you again soon. Take care, guys.